All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. And now for YouTube to catch up to the video so I can see if the audio is actually picking up. Give it just a second. But and we'll get going. Oh, there we go. It is. All right, very good. Oh. So it is, so we're all up to date. I did send out some invites to Todd and Avery to see if anybody's able to join. I know Avery was having issues last week with his router, so we'll see. But I did email Todd, and he said he'd be here, or at least he liked the idea of the stream, so maybe he'll come. But hope everything's going good. This was a very freaking long week. I don't know exactly why it felt like it took forever, but got a lot of stuff done in the apartment because, as I've said before, we're in the process of moving. All the stuff behind me has to be packed up and moved, and it's going to take weeks, but we'll get there eventually. But last weekend at the store, we had a good time. Saturday was very busy. Sunday, which was Father's Day, was very slow, but as to be expected. But still got to say hello to a lot of fathers, a lot of regulars that come into the store, so that was good. And afterwards, we went to my mother-in-law's house where my daughter and her fiance were putting on a shrimp boil, which is something I've never done before. And they had this big, huge-ass pot in the backyard, and it was hooked up to this heating system. It was kind of like a grill, but it wasn't. And they threw in shrimp, crab legs, crab meat, potatoes, sausages, a whole bunch of crap in there, and seasoning, and oh my god, it was so good. Oh, it was delicious. I'd never had it before, so it was actually pretty fantastic. My wife's family and my family, they all have their usuals when it comes to gathering for family. My family has more of the Italian in them, so we do a lot of lasagna and a lot of spaghetti stuff. My wife's family, their big thing is chili and oysters. So my daughter and her fiance are starting a new trend, a new thing for the family, which is the shrimp boil, which is really cool. And it was great to have something new, and it was fantastic. We also got an opportunity to meet my future son-in-law's father for the first time. Very nice man. Told a lot of stories, had a good time, and just hung out and enjoyed the day with family. That's what these holidays are for, you know? Well, this weekend there's not a holiday coming, but depending on the weather, it should be a good time at the flea market. So if anybody is out there interested in coming by the store this weekend, fantastic time to do so. Comics, graphic novels, lots and lots of movies, Legos, all sorts of stuff bringing into the store. So, and it's a good place for kids too. We have a lot of stuff for kids. And one of the things that I do is a lot of the stuff in the store is very inexpensive, very cheap. So bring your kids and you don't have to spend a lot of money. Oh, here's Todd. Bring him in. What's up, my friend?
What's up, man?
Sweet thing.
You flatter me. You flatter me.
How you doing?
Oh, shucks. I'm doing good. How are you?
How was your Father's Day?
Yeah, it has been pretty good. It's been pretty good. It was, we hung out with the folks, grandparents, and relaxed. My Father's Day present was that I got to be ignored, and I was able to sleep and relax,
Holy crap, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
My kids used to, when they were younger, whenever we'd be walking through a store and it was around Father's Day or around Christmas or my birthday or whatever, and the kids would be like, so what do you want for fill in the holiday, fill in the blank? And I said, the thing I want every year. And they say, you're not going to get it. And they start yelling, we know what you want and you're not going to get it. I say, yeah, what's that? They go, peace and quiet. And they loved yelling that as loud as they possibly could.
Yeah, that's really funny. That's really funny. How was your Father's Day? Was all right overall?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, I just told the story of what we did. We had a shrimp boil at my in-laws' house, and
oh yeah, I saw pictures of that.
Ayla and Raphael started. Yeah, I know they put crap all over the place. But they started a new family trend, and it was really good. We had a really good time. We got to meet Raphael's father for the first time.
Nice.
Come to find out that he was in the Navy and served on the same aircraft carrier that my dad served on, just not the same time. They were two different time frames. My dad was out of the Navy by the time his dad went on the ship. So, but that was kind of cool. But I was telling everybody that Saturday the store is pretty busy. Sunday it was very slow, which it always happens. One day of the weekend is busy and one day is slow, and I just never can tell which is going to be which. But we had a torrential downpour today, and if it continues through the weekend, it might be rather slow. But that's okay. That's all right. We can handle it. Guess what I did yesterday?
What did you do yesterday?
I filled out my request for pro badges for the New York Comic Con.
Really?
Yep. Did you not get the email?
I did, yeah.
Well, because it's already been talked about, and if we can get passes, we're going to go. If we don't, then we're not going to worry about it.
Oh, you're going to go? Oh, man.
I told you before we were going to try to go.
I know. Well, there's another conference up there that might be interesting too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you still got time. Actually, I think per the email, it said if you apply by the 25th, which is today, you'll get notified before the fan tickets become available on July 11th or 12th. But it's open. The pro registration is open through the 30th of July. Now, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I filled out the request based on being a professional. Should I have done it based on being a retailer?
I believe so, yes.
Well, I kept thinking about it going, which one is more valuable to them? Which one is more...
It's always the retailer. We
really
the way that, because we have both, right? Because I've
same here.
Pro in comics and I've bought booths and you know the deal. Right. The year that I started having there was one year that I had a problem getting in as a pro. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why, I got denied. And ever since then, we the way I got it was as a retailer, because what the deal is, and I've always we've done retailer ever since and never had a problem. And the reason I believe is because so many people go. I mean, everybody goes in as a pro badge. Everybody goes in as a pro badge, and they need. And from the perspective of Comic-Con, they don't make money on the artists; they make money on businesses connecting. So. It's the businesses that are going to be spending more money and.
Well, promote. I've always done it as a professional, and I've never been denied. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, I kept thinking about it because, I've got it in both worlds now. I do.
You're a legitimate retailer, bro.
I have the publishing credit, and I have the retailer credit. Camille says, hi there. He says, hi, you are the best. Love the content. Wish you all the best. Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Loves the content. This person probably hasn't been watching that long.
Stop. Well, I never know, because the videos that get the most views on my channel, of course, are my scam videos, just because sometimes they can be hilarious. Dude, I had so much fun this past Monday. I literally got 12 calls from the Social Security Administration office. I don't know what happened. Whatever dialer they were working off of was kicking my number back in over and over and over again. And only 5 of them I actually connected and talked to a person. The other 7 were hang-ups. So they heard my voice and then hung up the phone. But the 5 times I actually talked to people, I played different people each time and had a really good time doing it. Actually, 3 of them were long conversations. 2 of them I started hitting. They were ladies, and I started hitting on them, and they hung up right away. But I know.
Have you seen? Mm-hmm. Have you seen Winter Hulk?
Winter Hulk?
Yes.
No.
I will share it with you if you have not seen it.
Is this the thing with She-Hulk?
Yes.
With the red skin and the white hair?
Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Have you seen the promo image for?
No, I saw something. I saw something somebody shared. I didn't know what it was from. Okay.
Dude, I don't even mean to be. It's just okay. There we go. Hold on.
It's getting there, guys. Just give him a minute.
Yeah.
The night actually it was later that same night. I was at my parents' house and I'm telling my dad about these calls, and while we're there, I get a call, and I forget which one it was, but whoever the girl was I was talking to, my dad's standing there right next to me, and I'm like, oh, wow, you sound really cute. What are you wearing right now? And she hung up on me. I was like, damn. But my dad's like, I can't believe you do that to people. I said, I know. I can't believe they called me.
They're not people.
Marvel's She-Hulk enters the Red Room to become Winter Hulk this fall.
Yeah, it's going. They're calling it. It's World War Hulk. They're redoing World War Hulk with She-Hulk.
They can't come up with a single new idea, can they?
Wait, you ready for this? So
did you know they're bringing back Inferno too? That's supposedly the next big crossover is Inferno.
Wait till you see the shot. I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, ready?
Okay,
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Wow. Do you know what that image says to me?
Damn.
Ma'am. Call me ma'am.
Bro, I'm just saying. I don't care about. It's just not She-Hulk. Like, it's not even. There's nothing interesting or fun about that drawing at all. And in fact, I for a minute I felt sorry for Ed McGuinness, and then I realized it's just somebody aping Ed McGuinness' style. But like, you got to be kidding me. Like, there's nothing.
That's really, if that's Ed McGuinness, that's cheap Ed McGuinness.
Well, the art, I can't knock the art. The art is actually pretty good. This person, Javier Garron. So, I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I've seen his stuff. That's horrible, though.
But it's just the character is ugly as shit. It's just awful, man. It's just awful. And, it's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just old and I really miss She-Hulk by John Byrne. But that was a character. Yeah. That was there's no difference between. What bothers me isn't that it's like first of all, it's not a feminine form, which fine. You want to make Hulk a Hulk and Hulk and the Hulk and the Hulk, all cool. All Hulks have the same body shape. Okay, I guess. But there's nothing different about this Hulk. This is the Incredible Hulk with blonde hair. There's nothing different about it. There's nothing interesting. It makes it look like the Incredible Hulk grew his hair out and grew some boot. Like, there's nothing fun about it. Okay, you guys are going there. World War She-Hulk. WWSH. Wish. Wish. I just saw this guy seriously fall on the floor. I was like, I can't. I just can't.
Now we're gonna do a cleanse really quick. We're gonna remove this from the screen. And we're going to share the John Byrne covers for Sensational She-Hulk.
And I just want to say, I want to clarify, it's not that it's like a masculine She-Hulk. It's that there's no difference anymore. It looks like the Incredible Hulk with blonde hair and boobs. It doesn't look like She-Hulk.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that She-Hulk has to look like this, like John Byrne's character, although this is phenomenal.
This is probably one of the best She-Hulk series ever, was when John Byrne was doing it. It was so tongue-in-cheek. It was so fun. But he drew her gorgeous. And this is early 90s, right?
And also 80s, I believe, late 80s. Let's also clarify that
89.
Just because, here's the deal. Even though she has a different form, she still looks feminine in this picture. She was still a Hulk. It's like Superman. Superman doesn't have to be the size of a bus to be Superman. He can have the strength of 1,000 men and lift a building and all that kind of crap. You don't have to draw She-Hulk to look like the Incredible Hulk. And so I'm like, if you wanted to make She-Hulk bigger and make her on the larger side, like pro weightlifter, go for it. Go for it. But what they've done is they've just made it the Incredible Hulk.
And then put a wig on her.
There's no, it's an Incredible Hulk with a wig. There's no difference.
All right, let's look at some of these covers while you're talking. This is issue 1.
I'm going to share with you something else. Another
issue
image
2. He had some really good covers in here. Issue 3 with Spider-Man. Issue 4. There's actually some covers from this series. I actually had a copy of issue 5 in the store recently. Somebody bought it. Issue 6. Let's see. Issue 7 with Razorback. Do you remember the character Razorback?
Oh, yeah. Awesome character.
He seems like one you would use for All-Star Squadron or whatever it was.
I'm actually taking a picture of that.
This is number 8. Rick Leonardi doing the cover.
Classic.
Madcap. I was never a fan of that character. But, oh, wow, look at that cover.
Look how good. See, look what she's doing. She's holding up a bridge or something. That looks awesome.
And she still looks feminine.
And she still looks feminine, and she has the power of the Incredible Hulk. The size doesn't make the mass. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not Hulk's size that makes him strong. It's the gamma radiation. Like, that's
a good cover too.
It's just so
Rick Leonardi.
Stupid. Yeah, Rick Leonardi was a badass. Still is.
I don't know who did that cover. I don't think that's a Rick Leonardi.
I don't know. Is that Byrne?
Nope, that's a John Byrne. No, that's not.
No, that's a Larson.
No, you know who that is?
Who is that?
That's oh God, what is his name?
It's not Art Adams. That's somebody in that vein.
Brian Hitch.
Really? That's a
Brian Hitch. He did a run on this series for a couple of issues. Yeah.
Right on.
Yep. That right there is a Brian Hitch.
That's awesome.
The first gray She-Hulk. Even that looks
great.
So much better.
Yeah, that's what. It's a different Hulk. Even if you want to do a big Hulk, it's a different looking Hulk. So cool. Oh man, I just want to thank Marvel for giving me the opportunity to take their place.
This is an awesome one. That's the She-Bat. I forgot what her name is, but
that's great.
All right. John Byrne left the series for a little bit, and then he came back later. That's this is actually a valuable issue, the censored cover in which she's naked and censor tape. Death's Head.
Oh, Death's Head.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I think these are the Brian Hitch covers. Because you can see a little bit of Alan Davis in there.
It looked like a Madureira or although I know it's not. It looked like a Larson or something. I don't know.
I'll go back and look in just a minute, but yeah.
Yeah. These are great. Again, if you didn't want I thought the comedic side of this was fantastic. It's one of the things that made the series. But if you didn't want to do it, if you wanted to make it serious, make her a little bit bigger, make her look like a bodybuilder, make her look like a different character.
Well, like this is one of the funny things. When they brought John Byrne back, the sales were really low. So he was doing whatever he could to sell the comic. And you're going to start to see some covers where it is 100% him just trying to sell the comic. And this is the funny thing. When he returned, he wanted to change the number back to number 9 because I guess he left at number 8.
Oh, that's really funny.
But yeah. Jenny to the center of the earth. Marrying the Mole Man. Very nice. There we go. Parroting the Demi Moore cover for, was it Vanity Fair, whatever it was that she did when she was pregnant and she was naked.
Yeah.
This is him trying to sell a comic.
That's an awesome cover.
That is too. I don't know what that one. Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's pretty good.
You throw Spider-Man, Wolverine, and the Punisher on it. That will sell a comic. Oh, this is another one that was just trying to sell a comic. Quit stalling.
So funny.
Shulky. We've got 22 pages to fill. Hey, no, you're kidding, right? This is it. Because you demanded it. Naked jump roping. Yep, that would sell a comic. Let's see. That's a good one.
Here, I wanted to just show you one more thing.
All right, hold on a second.
Share the. Oh my God,
in
like
just a minute. No, there's not. There's like, we're almost done. This is one.
Classic.
43. I think this is close to the end. They were there just to make fun of themselves too, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Issue 50. Very nice. There's Adam Hughes.
Yep.
All right, we're almost done. We're almost done.
How many issues are there?
Not very many. We're almost done.
Hey, look, there you go. Like, that's a bigger She-Hulk, but it looks like She-Hulk.
It's still feminine, yeah.
It's still a female form. Like, unless you just want it to go male, but that's a female form. That is, yeah. Go back.
Issue 60 was the last.
Okay.
Okay, kids, we had a deal, and I hand over those X-Men comics.
All right, go back to the bigger She-Hulk. There you go. So that is issue 55. Yep. That is She-Hulk, larger, more muscular, but still at least recognizable. Now, share the screen that I just shared.
Okay.
And I'll show you the comparison. Because this is the other promo image. So this is the same thing, right? World War She-Hulk. That's Hulk. It's just a bent over. He's bent over and wearing a brace, so you can't see. The only identifiable figure, which would be the breasts, are completely covered. That is the Incredible Hulk.
Is it supposed to be She-Hulk?
That's it. No.
Is that supposed to be She-Hulk? Oh, geez, Louise.
That's my point. No, this is supposed to be She-Hulk. Yes. This is the promo for She-Hulk. That's She-Hulk. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell. You're like, wait, is that supposed to be Hulk or is that really She-Hulk? Yeah. That's my point. Like, there's nothing there. Like, it's just the Incredible Hulk. They're just like, well, we want the Incredible Hulk, and so we'll just give a little bit of boobs. Like, you're retconning a character that actually has a lot of potential for reasons, I guess. Like, make the female bigger. If this is too much of a normal figure type, then like you said, that Incredible Hulk number, or that She-Hulk number 55, yep. she was feminine, but she was big. This is the Incredible Hulk, or what's the other one with the other Hulk? That's the
Red Hulk or Scar?
No. The Young Avengers Hulk.
The Go-Gurt Hulk.
Yeah,
Amadeus Cho. Yeah,
Amadeus Cho. Like, so it looks maybe more like a teenage, like a young 20s Hulk. But it doesn't look female at all. And that's because the character's bent over and it has the body of a man. And it's male. That's a male figure. So, okay. Like, you could do it. I'm not saying you can't have a big body or a more muscular, figure, but good Lord. Come on.
It's the world we live in now. I know. Oh, well.
I seriously, I saw that and I was rolling. I was on the floor. I couldn't control. I just lost it. I was like, this is nuts. That
is very sad. Speaking of very sad, have you been following any of the story about Warren Ellis?
A little bit.
Okay. So a year ago, well, actually, no, we got to go back. 15 years ago or so, Warren Ellis was a rock star in the comic industry. And he had a he had groupies that liked to follow him around. And a lot of them were young women who wanted to break into the comic book industry and thought hanging out and just being with somebody like Warren Ellis was their ticket into the comic book industry. And he kind of said to himself, hey, this is fun. I'm going to do this. And eventually he lost interest in some of these people. And 15 years later, they decided to get back at him and created a website called So Many of Us, where they share stories about how he took advantage of them. And they're all adult women who put themselves in this situation, and he took advantage of it and left them high and dry. And all of a sudden, he's a horrible individual, even though they had no part to play whatsoever in the stories. You know, they were just unwilling accomplices. And it recently got announced, Ben Templesmith announced on Twitter that he was teaming back up with Warren Ellis. Oh my gosh, got an incoming call. Let's see who this is from. Hold on just a second.
We would like to inform you that thanks to the Friends and Family Rewards program,
It's the
your membership with Dawn
Friends and
will
Family
receive a complimentary
hotel
stay.
offer.
For further details, press 1 now. To be placed on a now.
Let's see what we got here. Hello? Oh, they hung up. Bastards. Didn't want to stick around. All right, so bottom line to the Warren Ellis story is that he recently, or Ben Templesmith announced that they were going to finish their series Fell through Image, and they were going to wrap it up the series with a graphic novel, and Image was going to produce it. And all of a sudden, all of his haters came out, and they're like, oh, well, he's been in hiding for a year, and he hasn't paid for his crimes against these women and all this other stuff. And, you know, that's great. That's wonderful, whatever. But now they put on their website a statement, and he's responded to it. And it's the worst possible outcome. I was really hoping he would say something like, bitches, I'm Warren Ellis, get back, you know, but that's not what happened. And Image has responded. And this is tragic, what's happening right now. So have you been following any of this? Or are you ready to learn something?
I'm ready.
Okay. And of course, I cannot close this ad because Bleeding Cool absolutely sucks. All right, hold on just a second. I'm going to read this article. It's pretty horrible. All right. Image Comics will not work with Warren Ellis until he has made amends. Last week, Ben Templesmith announced that he was returning to comics with Warren Ellis, finishing their long-abandoned comic book Fell from Image Comics as a graphic novel. They were considerable negative response from the comic book creators and commentators concerning a series of multiple allegations of sexual harassment and grooming made against Ellis and exposed en masse less than a year ago. The So Many of Us website, which had collated 62 experiences from over 100 women, added a new statement to their front page stating that we call for openness, accountability, and growth, extending an offer to work with Ellis on some form of transformative justice, i.e. sign us over a big check. Since his public statement a year ago, to the knowledge of these authors, Ellis has still not taken direct responsibility for his destructive behavior, nor attempted to tackle the circumstances that allowed such behavior to go unchecked, both on and offline. And what's actually really funny is the part of the statement that they're ignoring is the very beginning. They said, we never intended to, quote unquote, cancel him. That was never our intention. We were just going to create a website out there for everybody to see so that we could destroy his good name. But we're not trying to cancel him, you know? So, prominent Image Comics creators had started to comment their discontent as well, including James Tinian IV and Scott Snyder. Then last night, Warren Ellis finally addressed the issue, stating of the year-old website, "I was made aware today of the So Many of Us collective offer of a mediated dialogue, and have today asked their permission to enter into that dialogue. Where that will take us, I'm not sure, but I know I want to make certain that I'm doing all I can to no longer be part of the problem or in any way stay perpetuating the past. I hope this conversation will be an ongoing and productive for all." So Many of Us also stated that the author Warren Ellis reached out to his collective for the first time today. "We will update the site when appropriate as we attempt to begin a transformative justice journey." And now Image Comics has now issued the following statement, which seems to state that it is not intended that Fell be announced so soon, but that they will not be working with Warren Ellis on anything further. This is the part that's horrible.
Who said this?
This is Image Comics that's making this statement. "This week's Fell announcement was neither planned nor vetted and was in fact premature." Now, this was Ben Templesmith making the announcement, saying, "Hey, I'm working with him again. We're going to finish up the series. It's going to be published through Image Comics." So he went out and stated that. And now Image is shooting back, saying, "While finishing Warren Ellis and Ben Templesmith's Fell is something we've been looking forward to for years, Image Comics will not be working with Warren on anything further until he has made amends to the satisfaction of all involved," which means it's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
This is what happens. You can't apologize. You just need to bowl into them.
It is our sincere hope that the conversations that are beginning now will result in positive changes for everyone. And then they say, go check out the website. Bleeding Cool has clarified that Image Comics that anything further means anything, including any planned publications of Fell, not just projects planned after that. I wonder if he owns Fell, can he crowdfund it? Can he take it out of Image's hands?
He owns everything 100%. So sure.
Well, then he should absolutely do it. Screw Image. Screw all the people that hate on him and want to destroy his life, because it's just I read this and I think about it and I'm thinking, my God, why do people have, why they want to literally destroy him?
They want him dead.
They do. They want him to cancel himself. They don't want to cancel him. They want him to cancel himself. And he had projects in the work, and they all got canceled. They all got turned off. Some of them by his own volition, and some of them said, we're not going to do this anymore. We've decided we're going to cancel this. He had a whole big thing happening over at DC. He had some stuff working in the pipeline for Marvel, and they all got canceled because this information came out. And he's been quiet and hasn't said anything about it. And it kind of makes it. The story says that he just found out that they made this statement, but I was really hoping it would say, "I just found out there was a website."
Yeah, I know.
Well,
the problem is he fell on his sword a little bit. Look, whatever. I don't know.
They're never going to forgive him. When Image says we're not going to publish anything by him until everything's been done satisfactorily and everybody's happy, never going to happen.
Well, some of these things are like 30 years old, and as far as I can tell, I'm not a lawyer and I don't really care about this at all. Yeah. But it just seems like he, was basically the guy looks like a potato, and he used his position of power to get laid by women who wanted to use his position of power to get where they wanted. Like, it seemed pretty mutual to me. I don't know. I don't really care. I haven't really looked at all of it. But who cares how many people he slept with? Like, good for him, I guess, if that's what he wanted. If it's two consenting adults, I guess I don't see the problem of it.
Well, I am so glad I have my wife, because I don't think I could handle dating.
No, right on, man. That's why I treat my wife with utmost respect.
That's
because, good Lord,
I thank God for her every single day.
Yeah, me too.
All All right, so to switch over to some happier news, maybe
Mm-hmm.
we have the next top 10 up and coming comics or value changing comics to take a look at. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
All right.
There's a
Excellent.
lot of good stuff on Heritage, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe I don't know if you want to do that this week, but
Well, do you have stuff ready to show tonight?
I could pull it up.
All right. All right, let's see here. Number 1 on the list, and this is actually kind of sad. This is from 1952, a Golden Age comic called Redskin #1. Just went up $10 from $240 to $250.
Why?
That's a really nice cover. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's rare. Or maybe because maybe they want to point out the fact nobody's screaming and hollering and yelling at it, you know? Redskin, thrilling Indian stories. This could not be published today. Absolutely. Could not. All right, next up is Redskin #2, also from the 10-cent era. That's not a great looking cover, but back in 1952, that's what sold, you know? Next up is Famous Western Bad Men #13. Oh boy. Famous Western Bad Men. Oh, it has a Redskin appearance in it. This went from $180 to $185. You ever seen a
good.
comic that old? Yeah. Now this one,
Well, there's a well, yeah.
this
That's
one's
a cool cover.
That's a great cover. That's fantastic. Got the chaps on and everything. The guy's face looks so nasty.
That's
All
a
right.
good face. It's character, man.
And then we have Super Western Comics #1. Wyatt Earp, Calamity Jane, and Sam Slade. 10-cent comics. Wow. And then we have the only current modern comic in here. This is Batman Superman Annual, or Superman Batman Annual #4. It's Batman Beyond. It was Batman Beyond's appearance. It wasn't his first appearance, but it was one of his earliest appearances. Was a $50 book. It's now a $100 book.
Damn.
I know I've had that in the past. Probably sold it for $1, you know? Oh, well.
Probably did.
Yeah, I know. And then this is the second print, which is worth $100 now as well. Next up, Youthful Hearts #1, a photo cover featuring Frankie Lane, Doug Wadley art in all EC Story Swipe. Was $5.25, is now $5.50. This is also from 1952. Youthful Hearts. That's the kind of comics my dad probably would have collected. 52, he would have been 7 years old, so probably. And then we have Youthful Hearts #2.
Youthful
Vic
Heart.
Damon in Double Trouble. Yeah. That went from $3.15 to $3.25.
Now these are all the ones that went up this week.
Or just recently. The most recent changes.
Interesting that it's like a lot of the old school, like Youthful Hearts that's a great name for a book.
Yeah. Cry with Johnny Ray. And that's issue #3. It went from $290 to $300. Now, I haven't seen any of these type of comics come into the store, but you never know. Somebody might have some of these old comics sitting around and, you know. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me take the one that was worth the most. This Youthful Hearts #1. If a copy of that came into the store, it'd probably be something really beat up. Oh, wow.
And you
check
would probably sell it for $1.
Well, a fair copy, which is a 1.0, grades at about $16. That's still some decent money for something that old, you know?
Dude, I will tell you. Well, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, you're never going to find one in near mint 9.8 condition, you know?
No.
But still, it's kind of cool. Youthful Magazines was the name of the publishing company. Wonder if they have ads. Gotta hate ads. All right. We're gonna stop sharing.
All right, I'm working on
Okay.
opening it up a couple.
Ads for Family Dollar. That's exactly what you need when you go check out your price guides at the comic store. Oh, Camille says, for credit card scams, I would suggest using Credit Card Generator. There is a website called C Card Generator will generate fake valid card numbers. Oh, really? I always just make up numbers. I had a guy call me, and I can always tell when these guys are new because they probably cycle through people all the time. There's nobody that makes a living doing this, because they're very much, they stick to their script. They barely deviate because they don't know what else to say. And this guy was following the script, and I was playing along, no big deal. And there were times when I'd ask a question, and he'd kind of panic a little bit, and it's like, give me your credit card number, and I'm like, just the last four or the whole thing? He's like, I need the whole thing. I said, so not just the last four? He said, yeah, no, start with the beginning. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just dragging it out as long as I can. And I finally got to the point where I gave him the number, and they check it. They check the number. They try to put a charge through or whatever. And if it doesn't work, they know it's a bad number. And as soon as I gave him the number and he tried it, he starts cursing me out because I just wasted 5-6 minutes of his time screwing with him. And he just went off on me, and I'm like, it's like, dude, you're giving me exactly what I want. I really appreciate it. You guys are
I like
wonderful.
how they're trying, they get mad that you didn't let them rip you off.
Yeah, I know they hate it. They call me the asshole, and I'm like,
You're the one stealing from me, dumbass.
or trying to, exactly. Yeah. But they make for good videos. And trust me, I still have tons of them I got to edit and put up there. I had one, was one of the Social Security guys actually called me the N-word.
What?
Like, yeah. I had to beep that out, but yeah.
I cannot believe that bad people would be bad people. I just can't.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. Or bad people would use bad language.
Right?
Shocking, Yeah, I know. Well,
Right,
I did get.
some-
I was gonna say on my one of the last Social Security scam calls I took the other day, the guy admitted he said he was in Afghanistan, even though I thought he was from India. He said, no, I'm from Afghanistan. I go, okay. And I said, so what do you want? He says, I want you to send me money. I said, oh, okay. Hey, he's honest, right?
Yeah, that's good.
And I screwed with him and had a good time with it. But yeah, sometimes they're honest with you.
Well, what the hell? I mean, why not? Like,
Yeah.
They're
going to call back next day. They do anyway.
I know. You must be they must have something on you. They're just like, get this guy at all costs.
Don't know the number of times they try. It's just hilarious. All right. So you're sharing a page with us. Let's see what
I got a bunch of random stuff today. Stuff that's really good
Okay.
though. So this is Art Adams.
Okay. From the Fantastic Four storyline.
Yeah, look at that.
I could tell based on Invisible Woman's face in that
face. Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that great?
Wow. 1991. What a year.
I know, and it's not the best page, but the crazy thing is this is a legendary issue. And right now it's only going for $550.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's got 4 days left, so it's going to probably go over $2,000, but
Oh yeah.
So this is interesting. This is an unpublished John Buscema and Stephanie Buscema. And this story, the entire story is up. And so it's not the best because I don't know how old Stephanie's his granddaughter. So I'm guessing that she was
Right.
a teenager, right? This is not a professional inker, but this is a grandfather having fun with a granddaughter.
Oh yeah.
The interesting thing about this though is that this unpublished work, and again, there's several pages that are up. So
Mhm.
I'm assuming it's from Stephanie Buscema because this is John Buscema's last work.
Really?
He was diagnosed with stomach cancer drawing this book, this issue. So they shelved it. He finished the first issue, but then he was dying.
What
So
what series was this? It kind of looks like He-Man.
it's a Conan, I
Oh, it's
believe.
Conan. Okay.
It's a It's called JLA Barbarians. So it's Conan, I guess,
Oh,
meets the
okay.
Barbarians or something.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's like a Elseworld story with
Kryptonian
JLA.
warrior joined by familiar JLA members.
Yep. Because I had the one guy had the S on his symbol. So, wow, that is cool.
Yeah, this is the pages from this series are his very last work.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And you gave him to his granddaughter to ink him. What an idiot.
Oh. I mean, that's not bad,
Okay.
It still looks like John Buscema. It's not professional. Yeah. It's not I don't know. I shouldn't say it's not a professional ink job because I don't know, but it doesn't look like his other better works. But I mean, it's John Buscema.
Yep.
And he also was like, you had to be a damn good inker because by this point, his pages were probably really loose.
Right.
Like really, like, okay, here you go, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, you can tell she had to make up all of this stuff back here.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Still,
else we
it's
got.
kind of cool.
Yeah, what else we got? Sam Keith, Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters.
Oh wow, that's a great looking page.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great?
Yeah. That just screams Sam Keith, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, yeah, it's obviously Sam Keith, but it's like primo Sam Keith. Like, this is great, right? 1986.
Get all the different techniques he's got in there.
That's what I mean. Like, he even had like good inks back then. You know what I mean?
He's got the splatter effects. He's got the cross hatching.
Dude, his brush work is great.
Yeah.
So
one of these days, I'll get that good.
There's a John Byrne cover.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah. I would love to have some original John Byrne.
I know.
I almost don't care of what. Could be almost anything.
So then I got there's a big anime sale going on. I know you're not a huge anime fan, but some of this stuff is pretty cool. So Record of Lodoss War is awesome. This is just badass. Look at that cell.
That is cool.
Isn't that great? The Record of Lodoss War was a fantastic anime. Now, I don't know what's going on because the anime prices, the cell prices are off the charts. All comic and animation art this year has been ridiculous. So it shouldn't be. I mean, it's got 14 hours, so it goes on sale tomorrow morning. But like, it's going to go for over $1,000. This $4,000 right now. But I got to tell you, this is something that I would love to own.
Now, is that from Akira?
Yeah, this is Akira, and this is for whatever reason is one of my favorite scenes, and that's the original background too.
Oh wow!
So it's the original background and the original cell, and for me personally, I always collect master background. I won't buy a cell that doesn't have a key master.
Right.
Because you want the background. The background is the coolest part, and there's fewer of them, right? So there's like hundreds of cells in this bar, but there's only one of this shot, right? $4,000, dude, but it's totally worth it. Like, that's freaking incredible. Like that's just wicked. And it looks really good.
That is very cool.
This one is a classic shot, so it's going to go for a fortune. 16,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That is, and it's in great condition too. Like, that's just gorgeous, and it comes with the original pencil.
Who's selling it?
I have no idea. Some collector got some collector. I don't know, but look how good that background is. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that incredible? Look how gorgeous that is, and that's all hand ink. like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
or hand done, hand everything. So let me show you the pencil here. Look at that. Isn't that wicked?
That's gorgeous.
Oh, so good.
If only we were made of money.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could afford to buy this. I really do.
If only our kids could make us some money.
I know. So now I got some interesting things. I've been looking at signed Stan Lee books because I was just really curious. And so that there are, X-Men #1 signed by Stan Lee. But
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let me just see what else is out there. And someone is selling a run, like a complete run. Again, it's got to be one person because these are sequential.
Well, this
not
is a
all of them that I'm showing
9.8,
you, but there's a
and
complete
it's
run.
asking for $68. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. In 16 hours, I always assume it's going to more than double. So I assume that the price, whatever the price is right before the auction begins, I double it. So let's just assume that it goes up to $100 before auction, and then I would expect to pay $200.
Right.
But here's what's interesting for you and me, Andrew, is that these are all signed by Stan Lee. They're a little more modern because they're our generation, right?
Yep.
But they're affordable. So I was like, I'm going to share this. So, having a 9.8 Joe Mad signed by Stan Lee, that's pretty awesome. And that's a really nice Stan Lee signature too.
Yeah. Zoom in real quick. Who's the company that did the signature?
It's the CGC.
Are you sure?
Yeah, CGC Signature Series.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. So we got another 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
This is signed by Joe Mad and Stan Lee.
Okay.
I don't think the other one was. The other one was just Stan
nice
Lee.
cover.
Yeah, isn't that great? You've seen this. You remember this cover.
Yeah, it's a wraparound cover. The best part about those cases is you can actually see the back. So
that's right. Here's the back.
Wow.
Right.
Signed by
That's pretty nice, right?
And Joe Mad. Wow. Yeah. $110. That's not bad at all.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Jim Lee, Stan Lee, and Chris Claremont for $130.
I'm still seeing the one with Joe Mad.
How?
Oh, okay. It's going slow, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good one too. You said it's got Chris Claremont? Wow.
Jim Lee, Stan Lee, and Chris Claremont.
Damn. 9.8 for 100. I'll just cancel my kid's college education.
Right? Like, even if it goes up to, this is probably going to go for like under $300.
Well, 1 out of the 3 you can't get anymore, So, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. And, Chris Claremont, none of them are getting that much younger. So,
wow, that's very cool.
This is Stan Lee also. It's one of my all-time favorite issues. 9.8.
Yep.
Stan Lee and Chris Claremont. $76, Andrew.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, they're gonna jump up in price. People are gonna see that and buy them.
Maybe.
No price. No question.
9.6. Stan Lee and Chris Claremont on 268.
Well, if you think about it, getting it graded, getting it verified, getting it signed, that's at least $70 right there,
What?
That's one you'd be willing to own.
Oh, I see. That's right. You are behind me. Sorry, I swapped it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And
who all signed that one?
This is Stan Lee and Chris Claremont.
Okay. No Jim
look
Lee
at that.
on that one, huh?
No Jim Lee on this one. But again, the other thing to know is that the signature series, all these are signature series. Like, you can't. There are no more signature series. Signature series means that like CGC basically arranged the event.
Right.
So you might have another Stan Lee book that gets cased, but it's not going to be CGC signature series either, right?
Well, depending on which depending on, I don't know. If they verify it or can verify it, they could put it in that case. So
No, they can't do signature series. The signature series is a very specific thing.
well,
Signature series means that it was a CGC event and Stan Lee was at their event.
okay.
So it is guaranteed
How
to
many-
be Stan Lee.
How many things do you think he signed?
Thousands.
Yeah, I know. That's a nice one too.
Yeah, right? I mean, I just was starting to go back in time. I mean, I'm telling you, there's the complete run. So 155, which is pretty dope. 9.8.
Yep.
Look at that one. Stan Lee and Chris Claremont.
Ooh, nice.
Right? And all these are like surprisingly affordable, right?
Yeah,
More or less.
who needs to pay the rent? Let's go get some comics. Those are awesome. That's a good one too.
Right? Another Lee and Claremont. So this was clearly done. Someone took a stack, went to Claremont, went to Lee, and then they got it graded right there.
Yep.
Isn't that great?
Yeah,
One of my
that's
all-time
awesome.
favorite covers. One of my all-time favorite covers.
That 3 issues were awesome.
Yeah, look at that one. How about this one for a Stan Lee sign?
Oh, that's a good one. That's actually up there, just value by itself. That particular issue.
Yeah, this is also another one that's like one of my all-time favorite covers.
Yep, it's another good one.
Sylvester and Lee.
Yep.
I think there's somebody else there too. I think it's Claremont or someone because there's 3 signatures on it. But it doesn't. It only says Mark Silvestri and Stan Lee, but there's 3 signatures.
That was me. I did the third
There's
one.
a 3rd signature on there, but they're not giving the credit to that person.
Well, see, it was me.
That's right.
I'm just not worth that much. Oh, that's a good one.
That's right. Stan, Chris, Claremont, and Jim Lee
Wow.
on Jim's first book.
Yep.
9.8.
Fantastic.
9.8.
Oh, yeah. I have something signed by Jim Lee. I have a Deadpool, or not Deadpool, Death Blow card signed by him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the one thing that I always liked about McFarlane is he always signed his books in like gold Sharpie or silver Sharpie.
Oh, yeah. Really?
It wasn't just black. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I know there's books out there with black, but because he was a way for him to separate himself to make the books look like they were expensive. It works.
Well, that's one way to do it. Dude, those are awesome.
42
that's
bucks,
another good
dude.
one.
$42.
Well, I don't think he did the interior art on that one, did he?
Yes, Silvestri did.
Okay.
So this is Stan, Chris, and Mark.
That's
$42. Even if it doubled, you could probably get it for about $100.
That's a nice issue.
Okay, so this is now another anime cell. This is Frankengears. So Frankengears, my favorite animation director of all time is this guy named Koji Morimoto, who is also responsible for one of the main guys on Akira. He's phenomenal. He's probably best known for doing work on.
I don't even
did
know
work-
what that's a picture of.
It's a Frankenstein robot laying on a slab. He's known for his detail and all this kind of crazy stuff. It's so good. I know it's kind of weird, but you have to if you know the Robot Carnival shot, it's really good.
Okay.
This is another one of the backgrounds. Franken's gears.
180.
Yeah,
That's good.
I do. And this is
Okay.
the actual. I mean, these weren't really taken care of, but man, they look so good. Isn't that great?
I'm not seeing anything. It's taking its damn time.
It's showing up on your StreamYard.
No, okay.
Do you not see it?
Yeah, I see it now.
Just
Okay.
a nice, cool shot. Let's see what else we got. Another background, like a wide pan. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
right? You see the robot on the gurney, and then you see the scientist on the right.
Yep.
Yeah, this is dope. Like, so one of the reasons I love this. So this is Koji Morimoto, who is one of my all-time favorite animation directors, and this is his first debut. This is his debut.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is the first thing he ever did. So, yeah, so good. Like, just wicked. Let's see if I can zoom in, so you can kind of see, like, because it's hard. Can you see me zooming in at all?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
All right, let's see what else we got. One more. I think
All
it's
right,
the cutie.
one more.
It's the cutie honey. So this one is just awesome. This is $78, but look at the
Oh wow, that's awesome.
look
is
at that.
awesome.
Look how cool that is. The amount of work they put in every cell is
Yep.
unbelievable.
That's very, very cool.
Isn't that wicked?
That is very awesome.
So,
all right.
Yeah, man, some good
cool.
stuff.
We've got a variety of stuff we shared tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to see something really funny? Something I got, or actually something I've had for a while. I just recently found it.
Sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you have a copy of this or not. But I found Songs You Know by Heart.
Adam
More-
Hughes? I've never seen this.
More thoughtful selection from Adam Hughes. And what's really funny is the back cover. This is one of those handmade, stapled, folded sketchbooks that you get at conventions. That we used to love getting this kind of stuff. A splendid time is guaranteed for all except children. This album containeth two unsuitable words and an image some children might mistaken for a woman doing someone's laundry. And it's just a collection of
Sketchbook stuff.
sketchbook stuff from
Oh, look
Adam
at that
Hughes.
drawing, dude. Jesus.
Do you remember when this came out? The comic? I mean, this is the cover. I forgot what this was the cover of. It wasn't a regular comic, but it was just gorgeous. And there's convention sketches. And there's designs
Toy designs.
for the sculpture, for the Batgirl sculpture, which love it. Has some convention sketches of Princess Leia. I guess she was a popular request from him.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. So spell your name for me, kid. EBAY. And then Deja Thorne from whatchamacallit? John Carter of Mars.
Oh, yeah.
And then here's the image of a woman doing someone's laundry.
All right.
This got made into a sculpture at one point.
Yeah.
It's
Or
gorgeous.
something like that.
And then you get some Wonder Woman cover layouts, and these are like his sketchbook layouts for his covers that he's working on. The amount of detail he puts in some of these just little thumbnails is insane. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's right. That's so good.
Some
Oh,
more
look how good those are.
sketches. Yeah.
I got to get him to do a Storm and a Jean Grey for Julia and Eva.
Oh yeah. That'll cost you a pretty penny. I like this one. Mixelplick is drunk and he's dreaming of Supergirl. And he says, "Say my name. Say it." And the last two images, very nice. But this is one of those they probably sold this for 10 or 20 bucks back then. This is actually, I think 2007.
Mhm.
I got to look and see if like somebody's selling it on eBay, how much it's going for, but it's signed by Adam Hughes.
Mhm. Even the signature is super tight.
Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, I just found that we're in the process of moving crap around, and you know,
Mhm.
that's what happens when you move. You find crap, you know.
Mhm.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. I know there's nobody else out there right now, but
The whole world is out there, Andrew.
the
Just
whole
waiting.
world is out there just waiting for us. Yeah. So if you're in town, come by the store this weekend. We're gonna have a good time, as we usually always do, and check out the videos. We're going to be posting all new videos all this week. We'll even cut this video up and make it into separate videos for people who weren't here to watch it live. That way you get to enjoy our goodness in smaller bits.
I thought you were going to say our bits and smaller goodness.
It's definitely smaller
You
goodness.
can enjoy our bits in smaller goodness.
In smaller goodness. That's right. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope everybody has a good time, and we'll talk at you next week.
Our good smaller bits.
Our good smaller bits. Yeah, that's definitely what we are.